Good morning, guys. It's Dave Santarelli from BreakingChartAlerts.com. It is Day Trade Friday, and the first thing we're going to do, guys, we got an Amazon vertical spread yesterday going into earnings. It was a higher risk. We got an in-the-money vertical spread. We felt like they were going to have a good beat, and they did. They had a huge, massive beat. The stock was almost at 3,700 after hours yesterday. Since then, it retraced. It's up about 2.07%, up $72. So what I wanted to show you guys here, I went live much earlier today because I got a message from someone asking, how do we close out this spread? Okay, so obviously, as you guys know, we have the regular vertical spread here. We have the 3465, 3470 vertical spread. So what we have to do is we have to go to vertical spread. We're going to buy to close the outer leg there, the one that we were minus the contracts of, you know, the ones that we sold to open. So we're going to buy it back to close that out, the 3470 for the April 30th expo. So however many contracts you have, and then we're going to sell to close, and then we're going to sell to close the 3465. So sell to close 10 contracts April 30th, 3465 strike call, and we're going to do that for a net credit. So the max we can make on this vertical spread here is a difference between these two strikes right here, right? So the difference between those two strikes is what? $5. Remember what we paid for this Amazon vertical spread yesterday, right? We paid what, $250? Let's see, what did we pay? Do you guys remember what we paid? I think it was $250. In the trade room, guys, anyone remember what we paid? 2.40, Skyjack said. That's right. So 2.40, max it could be worth is 5. So 5, divide that by 2.4. That's a max net gain of 108.33%. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, obviously, that is at expiration. So that'll be worth $5 as long as Amazon is above 34.70 by the end of today. Today's the expiration date of that contract. Okay, so as long as Amazon holds above 34.70, you would have max gain, and it would be worth $5 a contract. But obviously, we still have the whole day to go, right? So it's not going to be worth $5 right in the beginning. It's going to be worth more like $4.60 to $4.80. So what I'm going to do right now, before we even go live, or before the market comes on here, let's see. I'm going to put this in for a $4.80 order, and I'm going to receive $4,789.70. All right? So with that being said, if I waited until the end of the day and it was above 34.70, this would be net proceeds of about $5,000. But since I want to close this out now, because you guys remember what happened yesterday, right? Yesterday, you know, we had that big climb. We took our profits in the morning yesterday. That's why we had that $23,000 profit. And then what happened? A half hour later, the market retraced. And if you were still in those trades, you know, you had a losing trade on it. Well, you were down on it at the time, but we closed ours out very early in the morning. And that's what we want to focus on here today. So we're going to close this vertical spread out, $4.80. I'm going to preview the order here. I might put that at $4.70 here just to get it executed. That's not much of a difference. I think I'll do it at 4.70. I'm going to preview order here. Okay, so I'm going to get a net credit of $4.70. Good for the day. I always look this over because if you do this wrong, this could really hurt you. Buy to close, the Amazon April 30th. 34.70 call. Sell to close the Amazon April 30th 34.65 call. I'm going to place that order. That order is good for the day here, as you can see. I'm going to place the order. Order has been placed. Now I'm going to watch and wait for that to get executed here. So that should get executed pretty quick here on opening bell. We put that in for $4.70 a contract. So that's what we're going to start the day off with, is closing out that Amazon trade. Now I'm looking in the account here. What else we have? We have Carnival Cruise Line vertical spread, the 27.50-30 vertical spread. We have the July 16.30 strike calls. We have the Disney July 190s. We have the FedEx May 21st 295s, the PayPal July 16 270s, Walmart, Uber, and Sundial. And then obviously we have Delta June 18th, and we have NEO. And let's take a look, see what NEO did this morning. NEO pulled back a little bit there, so that's probably going to be about worthless there. I'll probably look to close that up before the end of the live session. We got 3 contracts of that in the trade challenge account. So we're probably going to have a loss on that one unless she starts to climb here. So keep an eye on NEO. First things first, Amazon. Let's close that out. Make sure it gets an execution. And we'll see there. We got about 4 minutes until opening bell. I'm looking at the watch list here. I'll share the watch list with you guys. So if you guys could see the watch list here quick. You know, you could see here, there's really nothing in the green. You know, if you look at this watch list, the scanners going on here, largest percent gainers, there's really nothing going on. NTP, Nokia, you know, the most active stock, same thing. Nokia's very active, but nothing really happening. Amazon up about 70 bucks, 2%. You know, going down the watch list here, a little bit of a retracement from the big breakout we had yesterday. That's normal, that's expected, especially after hitting new highs. So I'm just going to go down this watch list then after we close out some of these trades for some profits, and I'm going to look for some good day trades today. So that's the game plan here. Let's close out that Amazon vertical spread, and let's look for some good profits on some day trades here. And if anyone has any questions, please, either on the Zoom or in the trade room there, it'd be great. All right, let's see. Yeah, Tyler, everything on the watch list here is red today, so we might be doing some puts as some day trades here. We'll see how the markets are. You might get that rebound. Let me put on the fan in here. Tyler, did you get into that Amazon vertical spread? CCL, DAL, they're July expos. June, July expos. Not worried about those. Might be adding to those soon. Let me see what CCL's doing here. The pre-market, still above 27 bucks. You remember just a couple of days ago, CCL was all the way down to, you know, 24 bucks, 24.90. So it had a big climb all the way up to 29 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. 7 days and went from 24.90 all the way up to 29.14. So plenty of time on that, especially as the cruise lines announced that they're coming back and got a lot of bookings there for the summertime. All right, less than a minute until opening bell. Let me get this up. I want to see as soon as this goes. I'm going to look at my orders, and I'm just going to refresh that once we open, see if that Amazon spread executes. Here we go. Amazon's still not executing, so I'm changing my order there. I just closed out the Amazon and changed the order to 3.60. Wanted to get out. That had a big pullback, so I'm out at 3.60, guys. Out at 3.60. Out at 3.60. Let me close that out on the website. Closed out of that spread, guys. 3.60. We locked in a nice profit. Let me get this closed out here. Amazon climbing again now. Alrighty, let's see. We were in at 2.5, 3.6, divide that by 2.5. Close that out for a 44% gain. What did I just do there? Alrighty, email just went out. $34.65, $34.70. Beautiful. Closed Amazon, 44% gain. Text is out, and app alert is out, and it's closed out on the website. Tiarca, probably about 6 months. Vertical spreads was something I read early on, and I loved vertical spreads, so I picked that up pretty quickly. Alrighty, let's see what we want to do now here. Uber's getting a little climb. Now what we could do, we just closed out of that trade for a nice 44% gain. Let me put that on YouTube here. Canada doing a little more restrictions there again from what I hear.
Mexico's President Lopez Obrador says hopes U.S.-Mexico border will be completely open soon.
Okay. There we go. That is posted on YouTube. Everything done. Within the first couple of minutes. Perfect. Nicely done. Alrighty, guys. That was nice because Amazon continued to pull back there. So glad we locked in that gain. That was great. Now let's go back up. Let's see. Carnival Cruise Line is climbing here this morning. CCL. Got a nice climb. Still holding that 50. Notice on CCL here, we're going to draw just like Uber. Do you guys see how we have an ascending triangle here? Do you guys see that yet? I'm going to draw it right now for you. So obviously you guys could see $30. This has been the resistance on and then we have the ascending triangle here. So same type of deal as we had last time, with Uber. So again, CCL, it's still holding these key support areas on this ascending triangle. And again, this is called an ascending triangle here.
LVS, Clovis Oncology, a little pop here on Clovis. January $10 call speak now on CLVS, Charlie Lima Victor Sandy, Clovis Oncology.
These are our support areas on. Now, the reason why I'm not so eager to jump into some day trades, obviously you guys know I like to wait first 15 to 30 minutes for some day trades, especially on Day Trade Friday here. Everything's turning green now. You see how quickly that turned around? We got Delta Airlines are in the green here. Netflix is climbing. Take a look here. Let me share with you the top screen here as you guys can see, because before it looked absolutely horrendous. So now you guys can see up here that you have a nice, got a nice little move coming. So in the morning we were looking at this and just about everything was red. Literally everything was red. Tilray getting a nice little climb there. Under Armour broke 20 bucks on Under Armour. We're gonna have to take a look at that. Moderna is still on the climb here as well. Let's see, Twitter shares down 12%. United Airlines up over 1%. Delta's continuing to climb. Looking good on Delta. Amazon's holding above that, she was holding above 3,500. She's kind of holding that area pretty well there. Carnival Cruise Line still on the climb here, guys.
As we see FCC approval, 4:30 on April 30th for Plug Wireless Bluetooth headset. That's KOSS, Kilo Oscar Sandy.
Alrighty, so again, what we were talking about here, remember what we did. Here's the ascending triangle on CCL. It's looking good. Just waiting for that breakout here. Waiting for a candle above, 27.80, and I'll add. We got nice support on this ascending triangle. That's a pattern we're going to look to take advantage of. Let's see what Uber's doing here. UBER. Uber, again, came down to that support, holding it. Let's see where it ends today, if she's going to be above or below this green incline here. So that's going to be important. We'll watch that. We got something for the June 18th Expo. CCL still on the climb. Let's go down the watch list here. Let me put this on link 1. Let me get in the trade room. Tyler says Delta's got a big candle on 5-minute chart. Delta's looking good. Notice how in this channel on Delta here, notice how now it's holding above this yellow 10-day simple moving average. That's really important because if we climb above that 47.50 area, that's going to show signs of momentum up to 50 again. And if we break that 47.50, that's a time where we could look at one of those short-term swing trades, maybe like about 2 weeks out until Expo, target that 50 bucks and look for that quick 30 to 60% return on some calls getting back up to 50 bucks.
Charlie Lima Victor Sandy.
Tyler, I like the looks of Delta here, and like I said, I don't think it's going to start to drop. They're bringing back all their pilots. Air travel's picking up. Like I said, the biggest cost now is oil and gas prices. I mean, you guys have seen how much gas prices have gone up, so controlling that inflation is the #1 priority in the economy right now. Keeping rates low, control inflation. Let's see down here on the news wire if we got any news here. Amazon's on the move, says Skyjack. I might do a day trade on Amazon if she's climbing again. There she goes. She's on the run, Skyjack. Good eye. Let me look here, see what I want to do. Could definitely take advantage of a day trade on Amazon here. Trading options. Let's do a little day trade on Amazon.
Coming up, the Chicago PMI 65.3 expected on the Chicago PMI.
All right, 35.30 call I'm going to pick up. Going for about $22. 20. Let's see, that's going to be about $10,000 trade. I don't want it that much. About a $4,000 trade will be good. Let's see, she's still breaking out, so I'm going to preview that order and place order.
On the Chicago PMI
View order.
65.3.
Let's see if we get an execution here. She's still open. Look at that jump to 25 bucks. Big breakout on Amazon here again. She is on the run. This order is currently being executed, so that is executed now. All right, we were executed 2 contracts, 25.50. This is going to be a day trade. It's for today's expo. Alrighty. Amazon's looking nice there, guys. That's going to be a nice trade there. Let's see. We're already up 4% on that trade. Here's that trade we just made. Beautiful trade setup here. Already up a quick 168 bucks. Wait for that to continue to climb. That's a nice trade setup right there. There goes Amazon again. Another nice climb on Amazon. Now look at how quick we went from being up $168 and now we are up $360. We got over a 7% gain on that trade already. I mean, that's a really quick setup right there on that day trade. She's already going for about $30 a contract here. She's going for about 31 now. Let's see, I'm going to see if I can sell it out for 30.50. Amazon's looking good, getting that climb. Alrighty guys, we just sold that trade. We just got into that trade and we just sold it, executed, and we are closed out of that trade at 30.50 guys. We were in at 25.5, out at 30.50. That was a nice quick gain right there of about what? We'll take a look, see how much we made. Thank you, Tyler. Nice job, Tyler. She's still climbing, so I don't mind being in that trade if you guys are still in it. Josh says Neil's climbing. All right, so what did we close that out for? Let's see here. 25.5. We closed it out for 30.5. We made over $1,000 on that trade. Let's see, 30.5, divide that by 25.5. We just closed that out for a 20% gain. Nice job on that one. Great job. Now let's see what we close that out for. Let's see what we're up here for the week. That was nice. We literally closed that out like a few seconds before the highs there. Guys, Carnival Cruise Line's really taking off here. We got some nice gains. Some really nice profits here. Let's see. Let's see what our new balance is. Guys, you're not going to believe it. We just broke $25,000 here for the week. I gotta make this a little smaller to show all the trades here. Here we go. It's one thing I love about us.
Eds Kaplan says getting less dedicated workers back to the workforce and back to jobs.
Here you go, guys. We are out of that. Look at what we have done from the 26th to the 30th. We made a total gain of $25,260.08. Where's that Amazon trade we just closed out? 34. It's probably part of this 34.65. Which one did we just close out there? Let me see. 35.30. Let's see. 35.30. Here it is right here. 35.30. That's the trade that we were just in. Close that out for $997.91 gain. $1,000 gain after commissions there. $997. Took $5,100 trade to $6,100. Quick $1,000 gain on that trade. And here are the dates. 25. There goes Amazon again there, guys. Amazon is on the run. Nice job, Skyjack. There we go, guys. $25,000 week. That was our day trade we just made on Amazon there. Looking good. Let me put this on our YouTube here.
Shares of NEO getting a pop here, about $2 off the lows now, 39.40, up about 1% for NEO, November India Oscar.
$35.30. There we go. That is on YouTube. Beautiful job, guys. Nice way to start the day. Uber's on the climb. Delta's on the climb. Amazon's looking pretty good here. We'll see if Amazon takes off. If that breaks that 35.50, she might run for 3,600. I think what I'm going to do is, honestly, I think I might jump into some Amazon calls for next week. I'll give it a little bit of time. It's still early. It's only 9:54. So I'll look into that and see if we break those resistance areas if we want to do a trade on Amazon there going forward for next week's expo.
AMZN, AstraZeneca, Mexican president says expects U.S. to help Mexico with around 5 million AstraZeneca doses. That's AMZN.
Let's see. Uber's on the climb here. Let's take a look at Uber quick. Uber's flattening out. That's in consolidation there on a today 1 minute chart. If we break that 55.50, that'll be a break above that resistance there that we're looking for. Guys on YouTube, if you guys are liking this, please give this a thumbs up. Share it on social media for us. Greatly appreciate that. Uber on a daily chart here, 3-month daily, looking good. Still climbing, holding above there on that ascending triangle, holding that support. Carnival Cruise Line is still on the climb, holding above support there at 27. Today 1 minute, getting another nice breakout there on Carnival Cruise Line there, Tyler. That's what I mean. This stock just yesterday was at what? I mean, she had a big pullback this morning down to 26.89. She literally had a $1 climb from the lows already, and it's only, what, 26 minutes into the trading day. So that's what I mean about the volatility in these stocks. That's why we have these longer-term expos like we have, and that's really important to understand that.
Kaplan says expects to see a surge in prices of more than 2.5% or 2.75% in the coming months.
Nice climb. CCL still on the climb here, guys. Today 1 minute. Look at CCL breaking out. Tyler says Delta, all green candles on 5 minute. She's got a nice strong breakout coming. She's up 1.34%. If you take a look here, here's Delta. Here's a today 1 minute chart on Delta. Let me put this over for full screen for you guys so you guys can see it a little better. Delta's still breaking out, guys. Looking great. So is Uber. Uber's on the climb. Delta's on the climb. Carnival Cruise Line's on the climb. Josh says Neo's climbing. United Airlines, new highs. Southwest Airlines is breaking off that 20. Delta's looking good there, guys. Broke 47 bucks. 3-month daily chart on Delta. I love how it's holding. Remember breakdown momentum, we're holding below that 10, right? What happens in breakout momentum, guys? You remember when we're trading between the 10 and 20, what is that? That's our consolidation no trade zone area. We're holding that yellow 10-day simple moving average on a daily chart. This is showing us signs of momentum and signs of a possible climb back up to that resistance area at 50 bucks. So if we break this 47.50 and we climb above that blue 20-day simple moving average, that's where I'm going to be looking to do some more trades on Delta and possibly add some short-term, you know, maybe some swing trades for about 2 weeks out on Delta. Maybe the May monthly expo if we could break above 47.50. CCL is still breaking higher, guys. Big breakout on CCL. Big breakout on CCL, guys. There she goes. She's nearing $28. She's up over 2%. Nice breakout here, team. Amazon's up about 75 bucks, back up at the highs of the day. Alrighty, Jerry, let's see. Let's take another look at Amazon here. Maybe we can make another quick little day trade. She's still breaking higher. Get your order entry ready. AMZN. Okay, let's see. Call 35.50. Going for about 21. $20.50. 2 contracts. Preview order. Place trade. View order. It's an open order. Was not executed. No execution yet.
Michigan consumer sentiment 88.3. The estimate 87.4.
Open order. There we go. Just executed. 20.50. Do a little trade on this for now.
Kaplan says Fed should start talking about tapering bond buying soon.
There is our day trade.
As he sees excesses and imbalances in financial markets, as hasn't changed view that rates should start to rise in 2022. That's Dallas Fed President Kaplan.
I wonder if he's related to that Kaplan financial book stuff. Fed Kaplan. Alrighty, guys, we just made that day trade on Amazon, right? We just made that day trade, and take a look at what we're up here on the Amazon spread, or the Amazon calls already. Huge gain on that already, guys. Up 11% on it. Up 11%, another 450 bucks. You know? Just let it keep going. She's continuing to climb. Love that setup there. Want to see it break that 35.50. Consumer sentiment index is out. Want to see that break above 35.50. Gilead had a big miss, just like we were talking about. $15 is going to be my max stop loss on that trade that we just made. If we break below that 20. They're talking about Amazon's record quarter now on CNBC. They're talking about Amazon now. Amazon's record results.
Everyone was concerned about the 2Q guide. That was better than expected, right? I mean, this is the 2Q is the first quarter of lapping the pandemic surge from last year. Revenue guide was strong, 28% growth at the high end. That was above us and the street at like high teens growth. And then the op income guide was huge. At the high end, 20% above the street. So we did raise estimates price target 4,600 from 4,400.
4,600 they raised their price target on Amazon. That's over 1,000-point climb from where it's at right now.
I think it should get the stock moving. The stock has kind of been inching up the last couple weeks. We have a lot of upside for our price target, and we expect it to be a strong year for the company.
And AWS, again, it was very strong growth, but maybe in line with what people were looking for. How does that play in at this point? People I know I've always been excited about that, but also now advertising maybe is more to the forefront in terms of being an accelerant to the top line.
Yeah, no, exactly. So actually, like AWS growth accelerated. I don't think people were expecting the acceleration. The backlog growth had been great in
WMG, Warner Music Group, and GE signed
so the
partnership
acceleration was huge.
to bring WMG roster of artists to life as advertisers. Whiskey
So that
Michael
was
Goff,
positive. And you called out advertising.
Warner Music
Advertising
Group,
accelerated for
WMG.
the third quarter in a row. I think it was
I'm out of that Amazon trade at $12.
US and the advertising segments are huge for Amazon's margins. For us, about 80% of the company's operating income is from AWS and advertising. So if you have both of those segments accelerating, it gives them
Out of
a lot
Amazon,
optionality
$12.
on margin, a lot of optionality to make investments in other parts of the business.
John, it's Morgan. I mean, it seems like based on what we've gotten this week in terms of earnings that the biggest tech names are just getting bigger here. Case in point, Amazon, you're talking about advertising right now. The revenue for advertising was 7 times greater.
Now she's going to start to climb again.
Twitter. You can make a similar case for Alphabet and what we're seeing with the run rate for YouTube versus Netflix, for example. How does this speak to the fact that the winners are just becoming even bigger winners right now in this landscape?
Chris asks, what happens if a stock splits when you own options? Well, that's a great thing. We've had that happen many times. They'll adjust the strike price. They'll adjust the cost there. And you'll have like a special type of option chain you could look at for your split option. So obviously, if that splits, so will your options. Or they'll readjust it and just give you a different
they have a
breakdown of that
schedule
option. There's
that
two ways they
drive
can
the
do that.
best returns and
But
and
definitely
so
great if you get a stock, especially on something like Amazon. If you have some calls for next year's expo and Amazon has a stock split, you're going to be sitting pretty over those next few months. Amazon's climbing off that 35.25 support area that it's been holding here.
It was a little disappointing, and so
Let's see if she climbs above that 10.
today. You know, we'll see how they do, but for sure, you know, kind of Alphabet, Facebook, Amazon outperforming on the ad side.
Yeah, it's interesting to me, John, that you would have Amazon and Alphabet, for example, coming out and saying that, yeah, we basically saw this turbocharged growth thanks to well, maybe they didn't say that explicitly, but they've seen this turbocharged growth thanks to the pandemic, but they expect it to continue growing. They expect that usage, those sales to continue to be sticky, even as the economy recovers and people start doing other things as well. But then on the flip side, Twitter, the fact that you are seeing that disappointing guidance, or eBay, for example. I mean, if ever there was going to be a time for eBay to sort of make its mark, you would have thought it would have been this past year. Why are some saying that they'll be able to stay resilient and others are not?
Yeah, I mean eBay saw growth it hadn't seen in like 15 years. But then here come the comps and so for the bigger platforms, Amazon, Google search, again, you know, kind of they have a better offering, and so they will accrue more dollars. But you know, at the same time, their growth will decelerate as we get through the year and as they face tougher comps. But yeah, no, I think it's again better returns. You get the dollars, and you maintain or you grow market share.
And just quickly before we go, John, I know Twitter, you have a $54 price, so it's basically where it's trading right now. It's basically where it was trading, you know, 7 years ago. 54 still.
Yeah, I mean, they need to get their direct response advertising business going. It's about 15% of their ad biz. You know, they're working on it.
OTS, Williams GI Holdings, they're the intraday high,
So if they
$1.57.
can get it going in the coming years, you know, kind of
Price
making
was earlier from the company.
Skyjack said he's still in Amazon.
System for
like
ROKU GI
we're talking about these other platforms.
Yes.
Guys, we're going to be doing a class this weekend on the new trade challenge. I want to go over the details with that. So we're going to send out a constant contact email with the class this weekend for the trade challenge. It's really important. I want to go over that with you guys, how it's going to work. Let me lower this a little bit.
So, Paul, the European Commission has now issued what it calls...
So we're going to do a class this weekend. If you're a member, it's going to be for members only. And like I said, we're going to have a class on the new trade challenge we're starting, the details, and how we're going to work that. Every year I want to make that better and better for you guys, especially operational-wise.
are a concern for many app developers beyond music streaming because they depend on the Apple App Store as a gatekeeper to access users of Apple's iPhones and iPads. And this significant market power cannot go unchecked.
Hey, Ken Guilford, you just joined us. Did you close out that vertical spread on Amazon this morning? What'd you close that out for? Amazon's on the climb again there, Skyjack. Uber's on the climb here as well. Nice climb on Uber. Carnival Cruise Line's looking great today. Uber's doing well. Waiting for that continued breakout. Guys, that XL on my chart over here is taking off. Take a look at this XL on a 1 minute. Look at that breakout on XL. Uber's still on the climb here, guys. Take a look at Uber as well. Uber today, 1 minute. Broke that 55.50. See if it continues that run. Carnival Cruise Line up about 1.8%. Amazon up 62 bucks, 1.8. Let's see,
GS Goldman
Delta.
Sachs, Sky News, reporting Goldman Sachs asset management arm in advanced talks to invest 250 million pounds into QVO Energy, 12-year-old utility, which has become one of Britain's biggest domestic gas and electricity suppliers. That's
Goldman
GS
Sachs.
from Sky News.
That's some breaking news on Goldman Sachs there. Alrighty, guys on YouTube, we're going to be ending this right now. If you guys want to come join us on YouTube, you guys could go to breakingchartalerts.com. We're in the trade room right now on Breaking Chart Alerts. So if you guys on YouTube want to come join us, click the Join Now membership pricing plans. We got a special going on yearly, and then you guys could pick out the monthly membership as well, and you guys could cancel at any time by going to your account settings. So promo code RALLY, and that will save you 15% off of the yearly membership. Instead of being $2,500, it's going to bring it down to $2,125. And once you get signed up, you're going to get a welcome email. You'll get the Zoom link for the class this weekend, and then come join us in the live trade room by clicking here, and we'll be in there from now until, you know, the rest of the day for Day Trade Friday. Alrighty, guys on YouTube, great job today. Closed out some nice gains. Let's see where our things are. That was the Amazon. Let's see here. Closed out the week for $25,260. Hell of a week this week, guys. Great job this week. YouTube, guys, if you guys want to come join us, go to breakingchartalerts.com. Join us, and we would be glad to see you in the trade room here. Hope everyone on YouTube has a great day. And once you guys join us, if you're totally new, you're going to get a free class with us. And we got a bunch of classes and lessons here in our educational tab. Alrighty. Hope everyone has a great day on YouTube there. Stay safe. God bless. Come join us. Trade Challenge is starting soon, and I will see you guys in the trade room. Adios, guys.